separate log alpha plus I beta to real and imaginary parts. When we have such questions wherein we have been given logarithmic function and logarithm of complex quantities are asked to be separated to real and imaginary parts, we first express this function in modulus amplitude form. We expect a complex valued answer for this log alpha plus I beta. So we can express alpha plus I beta in modulus amplitude form. In general, we have for a complex variable z equals x plus I by, the modulus amplitude form is z equals r e raised to I theta, which can also be written as r cos theta plus I sin theta. E raised to I theta equals cos theta plus I sin theta is popularly known as Euler's identity, and we know that r is given by root of x square plus y square and theta is given by tan inverse y by x. Here we could arrive at z equals r e raised to I theta using the formulas x equals r cos theta and y equals r sin theta. Similar deductions are made here. We assume alpha plus I beta, where alpha plus I beta is a complex quantity, equals r e raised to I theta using the modulus amplitude form. We have alpha equals r cos theta and beta equals r sin theta. Number it as equations 1 and 2 respectively. If we square and add equations 1 and 2, we have alpha square plus beta square equals r square times cos square theta plus sin square theta. We have cos square theta plus sin square theta equals 1. Hence we obtain alpha square plus beta square equals r square. Taking square root on both sides, we obtain r equals root of alpha square plus beta square. Now we will divide equation 2 by equation 1 to find out the value of theta. When equation 2 is divided by equation 1, we have r sin theta upon r cos theta equals beta by alpha. R gets cancelled from numerator and denominator, and we have sin theta by cos theta equals tan theta, which equals beta by alpha, from where we obtain theta equals tan inverse beta by alpha. We were asked to separate the real and imaginary parts for the given function log alpha plus I beta. We have written alpha plus I beta in modulus amplitude form as r e raised to I theta. Therefore, log alpha plus I beta can be written as log r e raised to I theta. We have the general rule for logarithm, log ab equals log a plus log b. Therefore, log r e raised to I theta equals log r plus log e raised to I theta. We have also a rule in logarithm, log a raised to b equals b log a. Therefore, log e raised to I theta can be written as I theta log e. We know that log e equals 1. Therefore, we obtain log r plus I theta as the RHS. Now we apply the expressions of r and theta which we obtained comparing equations 1 and 2. We had obtained r equals root of alpha square plus beta square and theta equals tan inverse beta by alpha. We write the expressions of r and theta respectively in the positions of r and theta. Now we have the expressions log root of alpha square plus beta square, which can be rewritten as log alpha square plus beta square the whole raised to 1 by 2. Here we can again make use of the rule log a raised to b can be written as b log a. Therefore, we obtain half times log alpha square plus beta square. This expression repeats as it is in the following steps, and now we have separated the real and imaginary parts of the given function log alpha plus I beta. We have the real part given by half log alpha square plus beta square, and the imaginary part of log alpha plus I beta is given by tan inverse beta by alpha.